Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Bithoulkas, and this is Stargirl Season 1, Episode 1, Pilot, because that's what it is. It's the pilot of the episode. Welcome, everybody. I'm going to take care of some business first, and then we'll get to it. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, at the very end of this video, you're going to see a video pop up here. Basically, what YouTube does, takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible. One of the videos in my vast video library. Up here is going to be Sunday morning blast off, because that was what was yesterday, was Sunday morning. If you want to know when I'm going to be on live again next, you can hit the bell down below. It's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you. Best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at my weekly live stream schedule. It's up there, plus all the links to my social media. So that's Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon. No tier set up as of yet, but there will be at some point in time. I just haven't gotten around to it. And all this stuff, all my weekly schedule is on my Facebook page as well. And speaking of Facebook, there's a Facebook group page where you guys can post stuff on and talk amongst yourselves. So there we go. Spoiler alert, I am going to spoil the episode. If you have not seen the episode, go and watch it. Come on back. This will be a video. You can comment down below in the comment section. Thank you, Viking Bitch, for the paddle. So I was kind of surprised that this popped up on DC Universe last night, quite honestly, because I thought it was supposed to be coming out tomorrow, and at least that's what they were advertising. But I guess it's coming out on the CW tomorrow, or it's very confusing as to what's going on. So maybe this is the first look. I have no idea. I already decided I was going to be doing this on Monday anywhere, since I had a little hole in my schedule on Mondays, so that was going to be the thing there. And yes, when they show it on CW, I guess it's being touted as a CW show, even though originally it was a DC Universe show. I don't know if there's any difference anymore between HBO Max, DC Universe, and CW. They're all done by Greg Berlanti now at this point, so who knows? Your guess is as good as mine on this. So but how was it? So I know everyone's asking, how was it? How was the first episode? You know what? It was actually kind of fun, to tell you the truth. It wasn't it's like most CW series. They start off really good in the first season. You have fun in the first season, then it gets mired down in the CW-ness of it all. The Dawson's Creek syndrome is what I call it, where everyone gets teen angst and yeah, it just turns to shit after the first season. So this first episode was actually fun. I mean, we get a look at Courtney Whitmore. We get a look at the original Starman. We get a glimpse of the Justice Society of America, the JSA. Also, Luke Wilson's in this as Stripey, who is Starman's sidekick and is now married to Barbara Whitmore, who of course is the the mother of Courtney, who ends up becoming Stargirl. And he's got a son as well, Mike, from his his previous marriage, and which was kind of a weird thing. They didn't really kind of get into that too much, and I'm starting to wonder if Mike is a robot, just because of Pat is Stripey's real name, by the way, is a mechanic and likes to build robots and stuff like that. So I'm just kind of wondering if Mike is not a real boy. He's kind of on the weird side, let's just say that. And of course, it was just one episode in, so there was lots of questions that were brought up on this one. Penn Farm Girl says, I've definitely seen worse shows. I like Luke Wilson, though, so that helped. Yeah, I like Amy Smart. Amy Smart was playing Barbara Whitmore, and I'll pretty much see almost anything with Amy Smart in. Almost anything. That the one where she's pulling her face apart in the horror movie, I didn't go and see that one because, quite honestly, I'm just not into that. Does Luke's character age? No, he does not. It's 10 years has passed from the Justice Society demise to now, where we're at. And we get that, Whitney is actually Starman's daughter. They find all this out. So, yeah. I just realized I was advertising for an evil empire that I didn't need to advertise for. They get enough advertising as it is. There we go. Yeah. Joe Hale is in this as Starman. He's a cameo in this, and fuck, I hate Joe Hale. I really do. I don't know why it is. I just really do. And he started off really good, and then as the character is dying, which, again, I already said it was a spoiler alert. He starts quipping jokes as he's dying, and I'm like, fuck, this is why I hate the guy, man, because he takes a character that's okay, and then he ruins the character. And he was only in it for like 5 minutes, literally like 5 minutes. And I was like, fuck you, Joe Hale. Fuck you, Joe Hale. Really. Um, yeah. I mean, him playing an evil prick in Ted, that was typecasting right there. Because I don't even think it was typecasting. I think it's just his true self. And yeah, I just don't like the guy. I really don't, obviously. And fuck, he played true to form on this one. So yeah, we have Stripey moving his family from California to Nebraska, Blue Valley, Nebraska, which is a real place, by the way. It's supposedly the birthplace of Nick Nolte and quite a few other people as well. Wade Boggs, uh, and they Stripey gives a little commentary as they go into the town there as to who came from that town and everything. And I guess Barbara Whitmore and Pat Dugan are both from this location as well, and they actually met there while they were both there for some unexplained reason. And yeah, they had gone back into actually she had gone back into town to sell her mom's house. He had gone back into town for some unexplained reason. And his whole reasoning for going back there, of course, is going to be explained as we go along further into the episodes because it has something to do with the JSA. He has JSA files on all the bad guys like Icicle, Brainwave, and all this stuff. And we find out that Brainwave actually lives in the city or lives in the town there. And his son goes to high school with Courtney, and he's a dickhead just like his dad. And of course, Courtney awakens the cosmic staff, and it comes to life in her hands. And I'm sorry, there's just no way around it. It's going to be a porn parody at some point in time. They're probably already working on it in however they're going to be social distancing doing porn. I don't know how they're going to do it, but yeah. So yeah, I can't make up the cosmic staff. It's just there were just way too many jokes, and I had to nix quite a few of them. I actually had to throw out the book that I had the jokes in because it just got too ridiculous at that point. Yeah, so the cosmic staff is its own entity, if you will. It's its own character. It comes to life in her hands because, of course, she is the daughter of Starman, and so she's inherited those abilities. And of course, she runs into Brainwave and barely survives her first encounter with him. And um, of course, who does she run into outside? But she runs into Stripey in a new robot. He's actually in a robot at this point, and that's where we leave off on the episode. So, yeah, it was fun. I'll tell you the truth. The whole thing about Blue Valley being this quintessential American town where everyone, as you're walking down the street, goes, "Hi, howdy, how you doing?" And all this kind of stuff made me laugh. It really did because it was just so far up and above out there. I kind of like that. He was in Transformers. You mean Joe Hale or Luke Wilson? It was Joe Hale, right? That was in there. Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, not a bad first episode. And oh, and by the way, if you didn't know, the girl who plays Whitney is actually excuse me, Courtney Whitmore. So Whitney. Yeah, it's Courtney Whitmore. Is played by Breck Bassinger, who of course is Kim Bassinger and Alec Baldwin's daughter. There you go. So that was kind of a weird little thing when I was looking some stuff up here, but I was like, all right, sure. I have notes down here, so I was just kind of looking at that. And she didn't do a bad job. I mean, she actually has really funny facial expressions, to tell you the truth. When she's getting her picture taken for the school ID, and she hears some really weird news, and she gets this kind of weird look on her face, and that's her picture. That was actually kind of funny. She does some good, really weird facial expressions. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see what she's going to do in all of this. The robot was the car was, yes, his robot that he was in was his car, his 1950s car that transforms. Yes. So we saw in the where we start off 10 years ago, his car actually turns into like a little rocket so he can like take off. And we actually got to see Solomon Grundy as well, the CGI Solomon Grundy, and that was kind of interesting, out of the Injustice Society. So I mean, the Injustice Society, we had Icicle, we had Brainwave, uh, the Wizard, I think is what it was. I can't remember. He's the guy who does magic. Solomon Grundy, and then there was a woman who was doing martial arts, and I didn't catch her name. So yeah, we had a few villains that were there, and villainesses. Yes. Um, yeah, and Icicles. I mean, the CGI is cheesy, but it's passable. It had a nice mix, to tell you the truth, of DC Universe and CW. So, and it was a little more DC Universe than it was CW, which was what won out for me on that one. Um, because yeah, I really, CW I'll put up with. For Legends of Tomorrow. Legends of Tomorrow is the last like good CW show that they have going on, superhero show. On the CW, I should say. Well, now until Stargirl comes out here, but yeah, that's why I'm kind of glad that they are. I don't know. I kind of wish they had gone full DC Universe on this and just let it fly with that. I mean, it would have been a bit better, but I'm fairly sure they're running out of money. And I know it's only a matter of time before they get absorbed into HBO Max or something like that. Because, yeah, I mean, you're either look at it this way: in about a year's time, we're probably not going to have a DC universe. It's probably going to be either HBO Max or CW. You're going to have one or the other, and you're not going to have this middle ground of DC universe, which sucks because things started off on DC universe, and it's actually not a bad platform. It's got some, you can read comics while you're there. You can watch old animated shows, which of course is going to be on the HBO Max, except for the comics. I don't know if the comics are going to be on HBO Max. I doubt it until they get absorbed, until DC Universe gets absorbed. Also, the other thing too is if you have a DC Universe subscription, they just started a reward redemption for the stuff that you view, and you can actually, you get points, and then you can spend it on stuff there. So stuff that you're already watching, like if you're watching Harley Quinn, if you're watching Stargirl, if you're watching the backlog of the animated series like Batman the Animated Series or Batman Beyond or something like that, you actually get points for that, which is kind of cool. I'm actually want to get the villains, Harley Quinn villain pin set that they have going on right now. It's like 800 points, and I'm far away from that, but yeah. Exactly, Penn. If you're watching it already, you might as well sign up, and shit, why not? It's making me spend more time on DC Universe, actually, is what's going on. Yes, Joker, really. Yes. They have all kinds of stuff that you can spend points on there. So they just started this last week. And people are saying, I guess it's 150 point a day cap is what's going on. And people are complaining about it, which I'm like, I can't hit 150 points in a day. But, well, again, that's like 10 comics. Quite honestly, you could read 10, 15-point comics and still get 150 points. So, yeah. So I can see that happening. Yeah. Oh, you started last week yourself? Yeah, me too. I did as well. I'm just telling people out there that are viewing this, if they haven't and they have a DC Universe subscription, might as well sign up and ride it out while you can, especially if you're going to be watching those shows. So what else do I have going on this week? Tomorrow is going to be Future Man episode 7. So I only have 2 episodes left, 7 and 8. That's going to be it. And then the series is done, and I have to find something else for Tuesday. So tomorrow is Future Man episode 7. Wednesday, of course, Is It Worth My Time? Joker. I'm going to tackle Joker finally for a change. Thursday, I'm off. Friday is the aforementioned Harley Quinn. Saturday, I'm going to be taking Saturday off again because the wrong water heater was ordered. The right water heater is now here. And so that's going to be installed on Saturday. And then, of course, Sunday, I'm going to see when Stargirl comes on. Sunday is going to be Sunday Morning Blast Off. What am I talking about? Sunday is Sunday Morning Blast Off, and Monday will be Stargirl. Come back around to Stargirl again. Yeah. Joker says I need to watch one of the animated Wonder Woman on DCU. Yeah. The movie? Yeah, the movie wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't good, but it was free. Well, free-ish because you already pay for DC Universe. So, yeah. That's right. SPO is now Sunday Morning Blast Off. Hopefully, this will be the last Sunday Morning Blast Off, and I'll go back to Saturdays. Because, yeah, I need hot water. I really do. So, with that said, it looks like I'm skipping a little bit here and there on this video, which is most likely the case. But, yeah. That's okay. I mean, we'll deal with it at some point in time. All right. I'm going to let you guys go for the night. Thank you for everyone who joined me tonight in the chat. And thank you if you made it this far in the video. Remember, at the very end of this video, if you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at one of the videos up here. If you like that, hit the subscribe button. Like, share, and subscribe down there. Up here at the very end is going to be Sunday Morning Blast Off is what's going to be up there. You can hit the bell down below. It's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you. But best thing to do is go and check out the schedule on suspendedfanimation.com. And that also has all the links to my social media as well. So until tomorrow for Future Man, I'm going to let you guys go. Have a good night. And, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you may end up getting beat down by a character named Brainwave, which is really kind of a weird name for a character or a villain or anything like that. But we'll find out what that means later on. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night. Stay safe, and I will see you tomorrow.